got what you need if you need to feel it. I'm in the habit, I ain't in the make it. So come give me a hug, you in there getting.
Just across the Cumberland River from those neon lights of Broadway, we welcome you inside Nissan Stadium here in Nashville. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the New England Patriots and the Tennessee Titans. We welcome you, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. It's Graham Gano to get this one started. Off we go from Nashville. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
At their own 29-yard line.
A first carry now for Rico Dowdle. And he'll get ahead for about 3 on the first play from scrimmage. Looks like we have an injured Titan on that play. Not something you want to see in the opening minute of the game. From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7. Here's a carry for Dowdle. He'll take this forward for about a yard at best. Calais Campbell up there to make the stop.
4-yard line. It's a gain of
3rd and 5.
3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, Mayfield. That's caught by the first-round pick, Tyler Warren. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. It's a big one for Tennessee. 38 yards.
First down.
How about that for your first catch of the game? I mean, to be able to attack the defense with your very first grab really sets things up nicely for the rest of the game. So defensively, they need to tighten up a little bit on the back end, because I promise you that's not going to be the last time they call his number.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
10 more yards.
They get 10 yards on the hook up there. That's good for a Titan first down.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Dowdle. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Campbell on the stop.
And the big man in the middle swallows him up right at the line of scrimmage. And I think the next time this offensive play caller decides to go to the ground game, Mike, I bet you he's going to find a different place along that defensive front to attack.
On 2nd down, Baker. And it's complete to the sideline. Nice job getting both feet down inbounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Oh, the defense meets him in the backfield. They stopped him dead in his tracks and set up 4th down.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake. You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now first carry here for Keaton Mitchell. And he'll get forward for about a yard. And Zach Allen there on the tackle. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Mitchell. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Now Shuck on third down. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. With the three tight ends here on 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 25 yards. And the Patriot first down.
On the ground, here's Mitchell. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Throwing on 2nd down, Shuck. He'll find his receiver. That's DK. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9. 3rd and inches. Throwing is Shuck. Open man, right side. He's got him. And he's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. That'll be enough for a first down.
I love this play call. I mean, what is everyone in the stadium thinking you're going to do, Mike, on 3rd and inches? They think you're going to run, but what do? They go the opposite direction, go with the quick game through the air, and they keep this drive alive.
And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Titans out to the early lead. We're back in Music City after this. Time for the second quarter. Patriots with the football as they go to work on 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Shuck. It is brought in the end zone. Peyton Mitchell. Touchdown, Patriots. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Now it's Graham Gano for the PATS. His kick is good. And the Pats move out to a 7-3 lead. So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. On the ground, it's Dowdle. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
So they're not going to get the yardage to reflect it, but I actually thought that was a pretty nice job by the running back, at least getting back to the original line of scrimmage. This offensive line, they've got to do a better job getting him through untouched.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Third-year man, Will Anderson. He's able to force the big loss on the sack, and it sets up 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Mayfield. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Durant. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick 6, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal. Looking to throw, here is Shuck. To the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, New England. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and great, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Ty Felton now on the return. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through. Blow up that play behind the line.
Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
And he's got it to the 35-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down for Tennessee.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll run with Dowdle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. James Pierce in on the tackle.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-happy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Tyler Warren, the man he was looking for there. And it's going to be third down. Throwing is Mayfield. He's got a man. It's Smith-Schuster. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on third down with a pickup of 9.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And he'll move this ahead for about 4 yards. Deontay Banks comes up to make the play. And we'll get a whistle, stoppage, an injured Patriot from the 46. Here's second down and 6. Mayfield to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That is going to be all in. He's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. That his second TD catch of the season.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense. And then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Makes the score Patriots 14, Titans 10.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. This taken at the 5. Finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
Their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a first and 10. On play action, it's Shuck. Exiting the pocket right. He'll let this go for Pickens. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. What a big play there for New England. It's a gain of 34.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. We're back to Nashville in a moment. Looking to throw on first down. Here's Shuck. They'll try to set up the screen to Mitchell. And that one's not fooling anyone. They were on that screen from the start, and a loss of yards on the play.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all. A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Flush to his right. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force fourth down. Here is Graham Gano to try the field goal. This will be a 41-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good. And the Patriots will open up a touchdown lead. It's now 17-10.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Ty Felton now on the return. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line. On first down is Mayfield. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. The Titans will use the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Regular. What's up? 180. Hey, alert, 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 alert. Stop.
Mayfield to throw on first and 10. And downfield, it is Downs with the catch. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown. Touchdown Titans. His second touchdown of this first half. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer. Because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one sent all the way over the back line. No thought of putting this in the landing area. So it'll come out, per the new rule, to the 35-yard line.
Ready? Cowboy 80.
In motion is Hill. A throw left side, but it's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Jalen Noel that time. And it'll lead to a second down.
It's one of those balls where the quarterback wishes there was a string. The second it came out of his hand, he wished he could just pull it back because from the moment it left his hand, that looked like a sure interception. And the only reason it wasn't because the defender just flat out dropped it.
They'll look for Mitchell out of the backfield. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the break.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up third down.
19 right. 70 range. 70.
Third down, and here is Shuck. He'll get this outline to Mitchell. And it looks like he's going to have the first down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the first down.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, New England.
19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
The air once more. Shuck. Got a man over the middle. It's Pickens. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. The Pats going to stop it here. They'll use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in half number 1.
First down.
From the 35, it's first and 10.
19 tight. 19 tight. 16 Dragon. 16.
They'll put a receiver in motion right. To the air again is Sutton. Forced to his right. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. Oh, big hole left side. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Tennessee.
He's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. And for this young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Titans will go up by 7.
Patriots 17.
4 seconds still to be played in this half as that one's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
28-yard line.
On first down, Sutton. Out to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Chuck to throw on second down. This one intercepted. Picked off by Kendall Fuller. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick six for touchdown. The defense is having a day. They extend the lead with Greg their second pick six of the game.
And that's just something you don't see very often in the NFL, Mike. I mean, you might see a handful of games each year where there's one pick six. But to get 2 pick sixes in the same game, this defense is on fire.
31. Patriots 17.
So, following the touchdown, the punter man going to kick this one away. This will be returned from the 6. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
First down 10. At their own 23-yard line.
Chuck looking to throw on first down. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
In what's been a pretty impressive defensive performance here today, the pass rush has been a little underwhelming. They've been non-existent up until this point, so as they finish this game out, it's got to feel good for them to see this pass rush start paying some dividends.
In motion is Hill. On second down, it's Chuck. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Here we go.
In motion is Hill. On third and long. Here's Shuck. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Well, third and 19, no problem, as they convert for the first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Let's go now. 70-10 move.
Operating out of the gun, this is Shuck. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Work to do now as they come up on second and long.
19,
To the air is Shuck. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. Third down coming up.
It's been a bit of a pedestrian game for this quarterback and ultimately this passing game here today, Mike. And I know they all would have loved to connect on that deep throw. I think that stat sheet would have looked a whole lot different, but just a little off in their execution and leads to an incompletion.
From the gun on third down, Shuck. And that is incomplete.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
And this one's going to land out of bounds as they'll mark it inside the 20.
They're on 17-yard line.
Drive will start on the ground, and he will not be able to turn upfield. He'll drop him behind the line.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
What's up?
Up the middle they go. Maybe a couple there. It's third down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 9.
Hey! What's up?
Out of the shotgun. Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Contact, but no flags. It's going to be 4th down.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
And how about that? Nice return there, picking his way up past the 35-yard line.
37-yard line.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground with Mitchell. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. They'll give him 6 on that play. From the 43, here's 2nd and 3. Now Shuck. He'll get this out to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Patriots first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
And they'll take this down inside the 35. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Another run here with Mitchell. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 31. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Throwing is Shuck. Hit as he threw it. The pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They need to get this to the 23. Here's 3rd down. From the gun, it's Shuck. And for a 3rd time today, he's intercepted. And the Titans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the NFL level than it is necessarily in college, and I think he just got a first-hand taste of just how fast this pressure can get on you. And sometimes when it speeds up that clock, you can make a bad throw.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd
From
and
the
2.
35, here's 2nd and 2.
Stop.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard.
One time.
We begin the 4th with a carry by Dowdle. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down to the backfield on 3rd and short. The Titans sending out their punt as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a 4th quarter lead. I hit that a little too well. Lands a couple of yards in the end zone for a touchback. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcat, 60.
Chuck. Taysom Hill working free downfield. And he's going to be taken down inside the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 41 yards.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
70 Lion. Warrior 70. Let's go.
Here is Shuck on 1st and 10. That is caught downfield by Pickens. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
Throwing again, Shuck. And he will score. Game on. George Pickens. Touchdown, Patriots. That is 2nd touchdown of the game. He's up to 9 now on the year. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him.
So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this 2-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
So things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Baker. To the left side and taken in by Downs. Still going. And he's going to take this one all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Tennessee. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
So, following the touchdown, the punter, man, going to kick this one away. On the return is Jim DK. Yeah! And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Looking to throw. Here is Shuck. He's going to air this one out. Looking for Hill.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
Throwing on 2nd down. Shuck. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Omar Spates. He gets in there and drops him for a big loss. And now it's 3rd and long.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Ritter. Open, left side is Schoonmaker. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down. They'll try to throw for it with Ritter. He manages to get the throwaway and completes it. And he is going to pick up a Patriots 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
Let's go. 22 yards. 1st down, Patriots.
Out of the gun, it's Ritter. Into the hands of Pickens. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning remain as we get set for 1st and 10.
1st down, New England.
From the shotgun, it's Ritter. That's to the end zone, but just too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day,
and he'll take it on in. Savion Williams. Touchdown, New England. And how about that? His 1st career catch also becomes his 1st career NFL touchdown.
You know, Mike, at this level, not all touchdowns are created equal. There's some plays that result in touchdowns, and then there are touchdown strikes. And this one is the latter. When you talk about a confidently thrown ball on the money downfield, it doesn't get a lot better than this, and his receiver is able to take it in for 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. On the return, it's Mitchell. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
At their own 23-yard line.
He'll get this quickly to Warren on the RPO. Big strides. Look at him go. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use their first timeout. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
In middle, and he's got downs. And he will score again. Got down. Touchdown Titans. Make it 4 touchdowns for him on the afternoon. The extra point by Gay is good. And the Titans will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So, following the touchdown, the punter, Mann, going to kick this one away. Timray DK now to return it. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This is first and 10.
Ready, set.
They'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a third down.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down, really nice play.
That's over the middle and intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick six for the touchdown. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
So, following the touchdown, the punter, Mann, going to kick this one away. On the return, here's DK. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Mitchell. And he finds some daylight. Up past the 35-yard line. A pickup of 7.
8 yards on the pickup.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. A run here with Mitchell. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. A gain there of 10 yards. First down, New England.
First down. It's a gain of 10.
On the ground, this is Jaleel McLaughlin. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
At their 49-yard line.
Here's Ritter. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up third down.
Here we go. Black Ultra.
Throwing is Ritter. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. The offense not coming off the field, and here's fourth down.
Green gap. Ready.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. this one comes to an end. So it's a win here for the Titans. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. That is the difference in this one. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Titans winners here in Music City as we say so long from Nashville.
Artistry on display. Hi everyone, I'm Scott Hansen. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 7. Lots to get to. We'll begin in Denver. The Broncos at home to take on the New York Giants. And this is Courtland Sutton. He has a step. He has the grab. 80 yards on the catch and run for the touchdown. The Broncos use a late score to celebrate the come-from-behind victory. From there, it's on to Cincinnati, checking in on the Bengals as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers. And this is Christian Watson. He's one of the 4 verticals on this route, and it's a deep shot. They connect. 69 yards for the touchdown catch. Lastly, let's go to Nashville. It's the Titans hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Josh Downs. He's going to bring this one in, and away he goes. 74 yards to the end zone. The Titans up their record to 5-2 as they get the victory here. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.
On that rap to pay the bills, and I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being loud.